Hi everyone and welcome back to Diamond Paints with Mike. Today we have the Skull Suncatcher that we got from the range that came in a set of 5, which was a Dracula, a Snow, Dracula, a witch, a spider, a pumpkin and a cat, and can't remember what the other one was. Oh yes, the eyeball. So yeah, we've got quite a big one to do today, so I'm not sure if we'll get that done in this session, but I was rather hoping I could get these all finished so that I could crack on with you know, sorting out these Christmas cards that I got from there as well. So where the hell do we start on this? So I think what we'll do is let's make him stand out. Now we've got the wobbly eyes on this one. Quite interesting, if we look at Dracula here, he doesn't have the wobbly eyes, so a little bit disappointed with that, but because obviously all the ones that have had eyes have had like wobbly eyes, but oh wow, they're very, very big. You can probably get these in like a craft shop like the Works or something. These wobbly eyes, they're quite good. They're basically like a craft store, aren't they? So yeah. Okay, so let's start off. I want to try and use up these these smaller colours because we've got to introduce an end colour, and obviously I haven't got many trays left, so we'll sort of start anywhere on this one for the minute. If I just use up the C, because we haven't got C in the Dracula, so yeah. I was kitting up, you know, that butterfly that I got from the Works. It was like a butterfly with flowers on it quite a while back, and I thought, yeah, do you know what, I'm going to start doing an oldie one now. What I want to do is try and do an old one, then a new one, then a new, you know, old one, new one, old one, new one, just so that they're all sort of getting a turn, because most of the old ones keep being pushed to the back of the queue, you know. So lovely. Okay, so that's that one. What I'll do is I'll pinch a big bag. I'll have to transfer it later because I've got the bags in the kitchen, because that's where I'll do most of my kitting up and stuff. So I'll just put it into this big bag for now, and then we can use that tray for the end. So yeah, beautiful. Okay, so I think next what I'd like to do is give him some facial details. So what we'll do is we'll work on his little mouth here next. It's a very chilly day today, and it's been very, very same sort of crappy weather, really. I hope it's a lot better when you go abroad, Roxanne. Hopefully you get a lot more better weather. But can I ask you a question? Like, do you ever get homesick when you're travelling and stuff? I personally haven't travelled, so I wouldn't know. But when I was at Butlins, I'm only ever used to doing the adult weekenders, which are 4 days. Basically, you travel on the first day, so half your day is sort of gone, and the same on Sunday. So technically, you only get 2 days there. But when I went during the week, about Wednesday, I was getting a bit homesick. I wanted to just come home. I was not enjoying it. So, cool, like me, I get the impression this is going to look very creepy looking. So, I mean, obviously, if this is like a kid's thing, they have to make it look. It's probably why he's got a smile, because obviously, if a kid was to do this, you know, it would freak them out probably, with it looking scary. So that's probably why they put like a smiley face on it. So yeah, I mean, obviously this is an adult sort of project, but you never know, the parents could do it for them and then, you know, it's all done for them. But still, it could freak them out if it's like very scary looking and stuff. So I've really had a blast on these. I've really enjoyed doing them. And Dracula is our final one, which means we will get to put the sun catcher on. I am really not sure how we're going to do that without them all bashing into each other. I've got a feeling what you'll do is you'll put one through, tie a knot to stop it bashing into the other one, but it would probably have to be a big knot, because look at the size of that. Because they didn't provide any instructions as to how to make the sun catcher with the string and join them all up. So we've got to sort of use our brains on this one, which is going to be, looks like he's had a bit of a fight with someone, doesn't he? Not sure why he's got big black eyes, but I like the way they've incorporated like a little flower in it. I mean, naturally, if your eyeball is not in the socket, it would sort of resemble a black sort of hole. So that's probably why. But yeah. So I reckon we should at least start one Christmas card today, hopefully. Most of my trays, when I'm de-kitting them, are now going on to butterfly and flower project, and I'm a bit torn with that. I'm not sure whether to do that as a butterfly theme or whether to incorporate it in my flower theme that I do every May. So what do you think of that? Interesting. So yeah, I'm not sure what to do on that. Looks like he's got like a larger sort of, looks like an Easter egg shape, doesn't it? But you know, the larger petals around his eye as well. So we'll just do this part over here, and then I was going to kit up the A, but we got A for Dracula's hair, so he's got quite a lot of black on him. He's got all black hair, black eyes and eyebrows, and then black sort of cape. The red and black are classic colours for like the Batmobile from Batman. But yeah, so. But has anyone been watching the news? Isn't it depressing at the moment? Like, if it ain't someone dying, it's this sanction on other countries and stuff, or they're fighting all the time, and it's so boring. Like, I'm getting very close to not watching it anymore. It's getting into the point where the only program that's decent enough to watch for the news is Look East, because all the other channels seem to go on and on about this proxy war. You know, I don't know why they have to talk about it day in, day out. You know, I am not bothered with it the slightest. You know, as far as I'm concerned, it's nothing to do with the UK. So why do they have to keep going on about it? I mean, obviously the UK will help to try and sort the ceasefire out, or whatever they call it, but you know, it's on and on. And I mean, most of the programme, that's all they ever talk about. There's nothing really fresh. You might get one or two bits and then it goes back to that, you know. And is it me, but is the news on longer now? Because I'm sure it used to be BBC News 1 till 1:30, then Luke East took over, and then about 1:45 it was like doctors. So it's like, because now what they do is they do the news 1 till 1:30, and then Look East comes on, and then it comes back again on at 2 for 10 minutes. So Look East passes it back to them, or like the main news. So yeah, can you see how vibrant that looks? I just can't get over these colours. They're fantastic. So what we'll do now is we'll put in a bit of this very lonely K, because this K is looking very lonely for itself. It hasn't had a chance to get on here yet. I don't think we used it. I think we briefly used it in the witch, but this colour's not very cropping up much. So let's do a bit of that so that the K can feel included in on this lovely board that we're doing. I have noticed there's gaps in this. It's a bit annoying, but if you look, the H fills that. So the trouble with when you've got sticky bits, you don't know where to sort of grip onto. I did that once. I put my hand like that and all the palm of my hand got stuck in it. I lifted it up and all the tray, I knocked the tray and the drills went everywhere. The amount of times that this tray is gradually moved to the edge of the table and they've all tipped on the floor. Oh dearie me, you do not want to be doing that. So I'm like, hoover it up. So yeah, we're coming into November month, so it's going to be interesting to see whether we get any sort of firework paintings. There's a very long diamond painting that I want. It's like a bridge, but it's a very unusual size. It's not like a 40 times 50. It's probably like that sort of shape. It's like a very strange rectangle sort of shape. I think it's the New York. Steve131 did mention what one it was, because ages ago when I put up a post, I said, what painting should I get next? And he said some bridge, but I can't remember what it's called. So, yeah. Then I've been looking for sort of, I'm finding it very difficult to find New York, oh my God, sort of like firework paintings, but I've come to the decision what I want to do is finish off the figures on the beach, and then I'm going to take like a massive break for the rest of November. We probably won't get much done for November, but I mean, we probably won't get that many weeks off, but I just want to sort of like, you know, have a break, because I very rarely take a temporary break, because I miss doing painting otherwise. The amount of times I've sort of done paintings off camera and I've regretted not filming it, you know. Okay, so that's the D done. So I think we will probably need to, oh my God, what is that? O? How in the world have we got an O? I've not seen that colour, so, okay, well, I might have to go to the drawing board on that one, because I don't know where that is. It's probably in the, I'll have to check, we'll keep that till last, but I don't know why, I woke up with really itchy eyes today, and I don't know why. My mum was saying it could be conjunctivitis, because Teddy had it the other day, or the other week. He always seems to like come over ill, and I don't know why. Like 1 week it's this, 1 week it's that. I don't know why he's always ill. It's always something, you know. So you see how that H has incorporated that gap. Very cool. This reminds me of like camper van sort of colours. It's very sort of like retro, isn't it? You know that camper van in the Disney film Cars? It's like a green camper van, that sort of colouring with the green here. So yeah, let's do a weather forecast. Alexa, what's the weather forecast today, please?
Currently, in Braintree it's 13 degrees Celsius with cloudy skies. Today, you can expect overcast weather, with a high of 14 degrees and a low of 13 degrees.
Now, I was watching this video on SpaceX, and I think the other day I said a rocket blew up. I think I've got that wrong, because the video I saw last night was this rocket launching back to its launch pad, but they've got these arms. It's very straight, like fascinating. As the rocket's coming down, the arms grab it. So whether it's got like a sensor on it, I don't know, but whether someone's manually doing it, but I think that's what happened. Is it didn't burst into flames, it was touching down, you know. And then I saw a video of the lady that's stuck up in space at the moment with the other astronaut, and she mentioned like how these spacesuits are like 300 grams and they're very heavy because obviously you've got the tank in the backpack thing that's on the astronaut suit. I thought it always used to be oxygen. Well, it turns out that it's actually like it's got like fans and stuff in there to make sure your body's like at the right temperature. And then she was saying that if she goes down this hatch, you're in actual space. So there must be some sort of cord, you know, like when they do submersibles and there's a cord attached to it, all these robotic robot things that go down to the debris field and pick things up, you know, there must be a cord on it, because otherwise they'd just continue to float off in space, you know. But yeah, and then they say like, oh, they won't be back till February, and that it does feel like a long time, but believe you me, the amount of months we've raced through this year, they'll be here in no time, you know. But imagine spending Christmas in space. Because there is a photo, I was reading one of my space magazines, and there was an astronaut that did have a Christmas tree up there, like a very small one. So, but I sort of think, how do they get a regular food supply? There must be rockets going up there every day with more food and stuff. It's just fascinating, isn't it? Like, how does that rocket know exactly where the International Space Station is? It's just very, very fascinating. Is there a hair? Can you see that? That's like a hair on there. What the hell? Where's that come from? Now, I ordered something from AliExpress, and yeah, I am absolutely blown away. Now, before when I ordered on AliExpress, it used to come like 1 month, 6 days, something like that. And now, I literally only ordered it the other day, and it's already in the UK. Like, oh my days, like, they have so copied Temu. But I always, out of Ally and Temu by far is the best, because AliExpress only give you £1 late fee, whereas Temu give you £4. And last night I was querying where my package was, and they gave me an extra £4 compensation. And normally you get compensation if it's late delivery, but they gave me extra because, you know, they will keep delaying it, and it's only just shipped today. It took like 4 days to ship, because obviously they need to appreciate that I need stuff on time. You know, it's some things in that package is for Halloween, and I don't think we're going to get it in time now. So, you know, like the Jack Skeleton that I mentioned. So I'll be very disappointed if it didn't, because also what I'm noticing is it's getting stuck at the airport for God knows how many days. I think My autumn battery powered leaves took about 4 days to leave the airport. So it's all these little factors. And then obviously you got to realize that the longer it takes to ship, that's pushing that week back. So once they do ship, I've then got to wait another week. I've then got to wait for Hermes to process it. So all we can do is hope and pray, Teresa, eh? Okay, this is going to be awkward because we are running out of these drills. They better have provided enough because this is not good. How can we not have that? You know, I tipped them all out in this bag, so there just has to be more. Don't know why, but this painting is... we're missing the O, we're missing the H, so... I might have to turn this into 2 half videos, because if we ain't got enough of these drills, it means I've got to go searching for them, so... Which is very annoying, but there we go. Because to be fair with you, I did kit them up and then they fell over. But I then put them, as soon as they fell over, I put them in the bag. So I think they probably fell on the side somewhere. I'm always dropping drills. If it ain't dropping them, it's falling off. Like I've accidentally knocked the tray and, you know. And thanks, Teresa, for letting me know what you do with your spare trays. I'm sorry it took me a while to get back to you. Sometimes if I'm not sure with a comment on what you mean, I sometimes have to refer back to the video in question so that I can pick up on what you mean. So, for example, Teresa left a comment saying I give them all to the kids' schools, like, because I asked about what do you do with your spare trays, and I couldn't work out what she meant, so I had to then play the video back to figure out what she meant, and it turns out it was a question that I stated, what do you do with your spare trays? So yeah, if you haven't, I'll always respond to your comment, providing it's diamond paint related. You know, it has to be diamond paint related or I won't respond. But please don't feel I'm ignoring you. I'll always get back to it. It's just sometimes I might need to refer back to the video to find out what you're asking, sort of thing. So yeah, okay, so we're definitely not going to get right round there with them. So that is a bit of a pain because it means I've got to go drill jumping. Sorry, drill surfing, as my friend calls it. So yeah, I don't know. What we can do with that. Oh, it's so aggravating, isn't it? Because like we would have had enough drills, but we'll continue what we can because we've still got another sort of. I'll try and make it into an hour if I can, because then I can sort out this end colour. Do you know? They've provided us all these, and yet we've only got this in this painting, and we've only got to do the eyebrows. Feels like a sugar skull, doesn't it? So yeah, we'll have to do a part 2 on this, unfortunately. It is what it is, but I'd rather like sort out the drills and then come back to it rather than like spend like 10 minutes trying to look for them and then come back to it and stuff. Right. Oh, there's a bit of pink cheeks there as well. Let's do the head here. Last year, it's on Tessa's channel somewhere, but what I got was, I found this jelly brain gummy sweet thing. It's very expensive, £5. and it was sort of like the size of your palm, I should imagine, but it was a jelly-filled brain that looked like it had been splattered, like all like sort of flat and stuff. But she said it was really nice, and I know it's a sweet, but I don't think I could ever eat it because it looks revolting, if I'm honest with you. It's on Amazon somewhere, but I'll try and get a picture for you. Because it's not like individual sweets, it's like a big, giant, splattered brain, you know. And I think she said it was strawberry sauce around it, so... This looks like a little garland, doesn't it? So yeah, I think today I'm going to give the news a miss because I'm getting very bored of it lately. It's just the same shit over and over and over, and you know, they're never gonna, this is the thing, like, they'll never stop talking about the war until the war's basically finished. Because you only used to get like news on other countries on ITV1, because ITV1 stands for International Television. But now BBC News is sort of like incorporated worldwide news as well. So it's like I'm subscribed to the ABC channel, which is America's news channel, and they very rarely talk about UK stuff. So is it me, or has he got like a spider's web printed on his skull? Because this is giving me like a webbing effect here. This is like a spider. They should have put a spider at the top there. That's definitely webbing, isn't it? I mean, look at the different gaps that you've got. So that is annoying that we've got to do a second half on this, but to be fair, it is quite a large keyring and stuff. Oh, bollocks. I do swear on my channel, by the way, so if you don't like swearing and stuff, then unfortunately this is not the channel for you. Oh, blimey, I think I need a coffee break or a tea break. I've got my lovely cup of tea in my scorpion cup thing here. I can't really show you, all the tea will fall out, but... And I found the drills for that, you know, that skull light that we were doing. So I really want to get that LED Santa thing from the range, but it's a little bit too sort of like, it looks old-fashioned to me. Like, it could be a little bit more cheerful because it looks very thin. And the Santa that I've got here, I want it like looking like that, you know. So it's very bit too on the thin side for me. I'd like it a little bit more stocky, if you like. Oh, this is so annoying. Right, so the black will be finished in a minute, but we need to keep that out for Dracula. Could you imagine doing like Hotel Transylvania film, but the characters from that film? That's quite a weird one, that film, because I don't class it as a Halloween film. I don't know. Okay, so let's do the end now, which is this lovely colour here. Just get rid of that, otherwise I'll... Oh, come on. Really must buy some more scissors. because this is not opening today. Terrible for like opening things. I always use my teeth and stuff, and I need to stop doing that. Okay, so this lovely pinky colour, that's going to be for the eyebrows and the two cheek parts here. So yeah. Do you know, out of all the skulls I've done, they've always made them look really pretty. For example, this one here that I'm still working on, even this is like really pretty. They always make them pretty looking, don't they? I think that's probably why I like skulls so much. What I might do is pause the video actually, because it just seems pointless like doing this in a second session when we've still got like a 30-minute storage space that we could use. I'm gonna just see if I can locate the H. Okay, so I'm gonna go and see if I can locate some of the H, and I'll be back. Okay guys, so I have found a massive pack full of the haunted hallows that I needed, so we're going to do some of them. This O colour I can't locate because in the sun catcher it was a B that I located, so I'm going to have a look into that because I don't recall using an O unless they've print drilled it wrong, but I will double check that because yeah, I don't know. But what I might do is, there's no point coming back for like 2 minutes worth of video. So what I might do is find that O and then fill that while I do this, just to like build the video up a bit. Because I don't know where that is. Oh, blimey, I've just remembered I need to ring my mum because she's at the hospital today because she's got to have another scan for this blockage in her leg. So, and I wasn't sure if I was going because normally it's either me or my sister that go, whoever's available to go, and we basically go so that we can listen to what they're saying, explain it to my mum, because sometimes she doesn't understand what they mean by certain words and stuff, and if she's anything that she's not sure on, then I'll explain it, because she gets very sort of like worried about things or panicky if she says something that is not describing the problem, if you get me. So yeah, we always go just as like from support, I suppose, but also to get an idea of what's going on with her leg as well. So I've never known, they obviously like making her pay bus fare, clearly, because I've never known a leg to have so many different scans. I mean, she is on the list for a hip replacement, but I don't know how long that's going to take, because apparently it can take years. So yeah. Oh, that's so aggravating. I don't know where. Don't recall using an O colour, so it's very, very annoying because like I've got to pause the video just to, And I did just quickly look in the wardrobe for, because that's where I normally put my spare drills, because I've got a shelf in there. But they weren't there, so oh, that's going to cause a bit of a problem now. But yeah. I do like the pink and, you know, the strawberry and cream, pink and white skull sweets you can get. And if you've never tried the sweet called a bub, B-U-B, oh my days, like, you so need to try them. They are gorgeous. But apparently they're imported from, I think they said Sweden, is it? So it's like a Swedish sweet. It's bugging me now where this O is, because like I could get this done in one session. Like, oh my days, so annoying. Literally, it's so annoying. I've actually got some, I found some Mawam sticks today on Amazon. Well, last night, and I thought, oh, give them a go, sort of thing. Sorry, is this going out of frame? They've got to be here, because why won't they be here, you know? I was thinking about doing my frozen painting the other day, yesterday, because that is like 2 years in the making, waiting to be done. Every time I want to do it, I think of other things to do. Probably going to fall into my next Disney theme. I don't know when that'll be yet, but Frozen is a Disney film, so I think this is so cool that they've put googly eyes on this. Like, I've never ever done a painting like that before, with the exception of obviously the cat, the one that I did the other day. But it's just such a fantastic idea. You know, I'd love to design one of these. Like, someone must have a very fun job doing all these. Well, look at that. So it's that bloody O colour. Oh, what are we going to do, guys? What are we going to do? I'm going to have another look. Like, this is pointless leaving it for like 2 colours. So just bear with. I'm going to have another look. Hi everyone, so sorry about that. I'm having difficulty trying to find them. So what I've done is I've dug out some of my spares, and these are the ones I've got. So we've got the Christmas replacement yellow balls that I'm going to be, these was ones that I swapped out for brown on my Christmas tree. I've got this one, which is from the special dog that we did. I've got Suncatcher B, which is what I thought it was, which is to this painting. I've got Skull 5, which is the, I think that's probably the skull that we did with the LED. Or we've got this 7 colour. So what do you guys think? Because these are the colours. I mean, obviously it would be what I want to use, but I don't know. I don't know whether to just wait and see whether I can locate them or not. But if any, it's probably going to be out of these two. So I'm going to say that's... Because that's O, isn't it? I think it's more that colour. Do you know what? I'm going to use this colour. And if I come across it later, then I'll just have to like swap them out. But I can't just... I mean, that's ridiculous coming back for like a 2-minute video. But yeah, this is why I always say keep your spares, because not very often I do that. So I won't like... For me, it don't feel right putting like a different drill to a different painting on this, but I reckon that's probably the colour out of all the yellows I've got here. So yeah, I don't know what's happened to that drill, but at least we've done it. That's the main thing. And if you know, looking at it, it looks a lot better with that colour. I think that's toned it up a bit. So we got there in the end with this one, but thank you very much for watching. That brings this one to a close. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and as I say, if I do find that, I will swap it back out again. If you want to get this for yourself, the link's in the description of the video. Thank you very much for watching. Tap that notification bell so that you don't miss out on future uploads on the channel, and always ring that ding dong bell and you can see more of this next time. So the last one not to do, the last one to go is Dracula, and that'll be coming up very soon to end this. And then we have the fun task of putting it all together, which is probably going to be a challenge. But anyway, take care guys. Ta-la.